As rescue efforts continue in Florida today, pets are not being forgotten. As Carrie Sanders reports, animal shelters are working together to quickly evacuate pets impacted by the hurricane and help them find new homes.
Meet Bo, Daisy, and Benny. These adorable little kittens, just a few of the many animals displaced by Hurricane Ian and now looking for a forever home. In the wake of the monster storm, there's been an all-out effort to make sure no pets are left behind. People seen rushing into the floodwaters to rescue animals and get them out of harm's way. And for those who hunkered down, the safety of their pets still top of mind. Residents we talked to in Punta Gorda headed to an elevated parking garage with their animals to escape the storm surge and ride out the hurricane together. These interviews coming less than an hour before Ian came ashore.
I just hope everything this thing blows over and we get home and our house is in one piece.
How's Oliver handling this?
Oliver handles everything.
In Fort Myers, Gary Willoughby with the Gulf Coast Humane Society stayed behind at his shelter with 175 animals.
Keep the animals and the people here alive. That was our priority number one.
None of the animals were injured, but the shelter was badly damaged. Across the country, organizations are now stepping in to help.
It's a nationwide effort at this point.
On Sunday, 88 cats and dogs from hard-hit shelters, including in Fort Myers, were flown to animal centers across the Northeast, including in New Jersey.
It's not only helping the pets, but it's also giving hope to the people.
Meanwhile, back in Florida, Terry and Rob James and their beloved dog Duke are now making a slow return back to their home on Pine Island. The damage to their house, still a mystery. But they're staying positive, settling into their new home inside this RV.
It's just stuff, and the important thing is that we've got this home and we'll survive.
Still ahead at noon, an easy way to make your own pretzel rolls with a can of refrigerator biscuits. We're heading to the Mr. Food Test Kitchen next.